Anyways, how's it going, everyone?
Chilling, man. We got the esports stuff.
Yeah.
A lot has happened because last week we had a super big announcement that we had to, like, right then it happened. And
we had to steal the dev stream for
all
that
the awesome Adventure Time stuff. Like, it looks super great, super exciting. So that was a ton of fun for everybody to put out. But that kind of kept us from talking about the EU Pro Series.
Yes, that is very true. The EU Pro Series happened just before the launch of that Adventure Time and E3 and everything. But they were, like, arguably the most slept-on team, or one of the most slept-on teams in that pool. And to basically go undefeated for the first 2.5 weeks, like, that's pretty awesome.
Absolutely huge. So they then had to fight each other in that series finale, and it was, again, you know, those crew battles, the 2v2 rotations, except extended sets of each of those. Best two out of three of the best 2 out of 3 of the crew battles and everything.
Right. So you see it says red team 1-0-2, or I guess technically it's 2-0. It's because they won 2 best of 3 2v2 rotations.
Ooh.
That's
a marathon.
That's kind of a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, all of those games were way closer than 2-0 would have you believe. The massive showdown that was Grand Finals, Sandstorm, who traveled over there and just still crushing it. I mean, tournament after tournament, just going absolutely insane against Blue.
Yeah.
So it's the North American powerhouse versus the European powerhouse. This is kind of the match that everyone was speculating on for quite some time.
This was definitely the match that it's a match that you never get to see. For the longest time, Blue's been dominating the European region. For the longest time, Sandstorm's been dominating North America and offline events, but they hadn't really had the opportunity to run into each other, and people were like, how is it going to shake out? Who's going to ultimately be the champion? And obviously, Sandstorm was the one to win it out. Right, so Cake, he actually made a lower bracket run for top 8, beat out Nye, who's kind of this up-and-comer that no one knew of. I haven't gotten to talk to any EU players about, like, hey, has Nye been a ranked monster that you've, like, been expecting to come out or anything? But as far as, like, tournaments go, haven't seen him. He wasn't in Mountain Dew, wasn't in the Spring Championship. We haven't seen him in any online things. So to see him come out, make top 8 in an offline event against some of these heavy hitters, I think he beat Daiku to get here. That's very impressive.
Man.
And Cake shut him down, stopped him in that top 8 run, and then beat Boomy, which is pretty big, and then beat Noel.
Man, so incredibly well played to Cake. I'm glad to see him back on the podiums, you know?
So he beat Blood Diamond.
Over Agzo.
No, he came in.
Sorry,
he lost to Sandstorm.
There we go. There he is.
So he's in winner's quarters in bracket 8-1.
Yeah. All right, so who else do you have to go through?
He beat Addy?
Whoa!
He beat Hermison?
That's ridiculous.
I mean, like,
I
was singing his praises, but these are some established names. Hermison, another one really consistent. But yeah, huge shout outs to Nye, but that wasn't the only thing that happened. 2v2s, of course.
Oh, yes.
Also happened.
Lay it on me.
And what do you know? Boomy and Sandstorm win with the Zolthor.
Surprise, surprise.
I think they ran that the whole 2v2 tournament, too.
Oh, my gosh. You know what? When it works, it just works.
Yeah, I mean, like,
it's such a, like, cool, unique composition. Just heavy hitters all around. Like, you don't want to get tagged by anything at all, because it's going to be a ton of damage. And if they manage to follow up, which
they will.
It's Boomy Sandstorm. Like, obviously, they've got the follow-ups pack, and so that's just a ton of damage that you cannot afford. But this one, I mean, we did get to see, again, that theorized matchup of Boomy Sandstorm versus Blue and Simple.
And we do see that Boomy and Sandstorm were able to beat out Blue Simple, but Blue Simple, they're showing they're still on their home turf. They're still the most dominant European team out there, taking second place. And then third place, Machete and Hermison.
Ooh.
This one was interesting because Ariel's actually at that. But instead, Hermison teamed up with Machete, and Ariel teamed up with someone else, and I think Hermison's a little happy with his decision right now.
Very interesting.
Just saying.
Man, that is super cool. I don't know. I always love seeing, like, kind of those team shakeups.
Yeah. We're not done with esports. Of course not. We're just getting started.
What happened, but what's coming up?
What is coming up? In just a few days, Brawl at the Beach, the European side of things, is going to be happening. So you're not done with European tournaments either. We might see Blue Simple and the rest of the Europeans, Addy Cake, Axo, Viper, all compete here at Brawl at the Beach this weekend.
Man, shout outs to Battle Productions, tossing that together there. See their little logo?
Yeah, that's the little bago in the bottom left.
Absolutely crazy.
Yes.
There's $50,000 on the line next weekend.
Yeah, and that's going to be over in Daytona. Super gorgeous location. Hotels all along this strip. You can walk to it. You can go to the beach in between things.
You got Brawl at the Beach,
Yes.
and then you'll brawl
at the beach to brawl
again.
Yeah.
It's summertime, man. That's how it goes.
There's a rumor that I'm starting right now that Core and the rest of the people in that image are going to be at CEO Daytona fighting on the beach.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's a great rumor. Yeah. Good luck with that one. So, make sure you say hi to Duke there and ask him where Core and everyone else are.
It'll be a scavenger hunt.
I swear you're just going to point them at some boulders and call it a day. Hit up that schedule, sign up, go fight for your chance at a cut of that 50 grand.
Absolutely. Yes, signups for CEO are still open. Signups for Brawl at the Beach are actually still open. If you are curious about signups for anything, maybe even you want to sign up for the Summer Championship.
Blah.
Smash.gg/Brawlhalla, but these have fancy ones that say things. I can't read what it says. Low Tier City happening in the middle of July over in Arlington, Texas. That's another really exciting one. I am always happy to be in Texas. We were just there for DreamHack Dallas. I am super happy to go back for Low Tier City.
Man, so it's like end of June, you've got CEO going on. Well, end of June. And then middle July, you've got Low Tier City, and then end of July, seasonal championship. It just never ends.
I'm pretty sure there's a Brawl of the Beach somewhere in between all of that as well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
There's so much Brawlhalla action. It's so exciting. The esports never stops.
Ridiculous.